Well, welcome everybody. It's great to have this turnout. It's hard to believe that it's been a year since we did inauguration, and you've almost 15, 16, 17 months since I started. And I have to say that even though I was a 27-year veteran here when I became president, what I've realized since I've been taken office is really how much I didn't know. So I'm learning every day what we're doing. So now, I knew Grace Dodge founded it, sort of. And of course, I passed the bust of John Dewey, hundreds of times. So I knew something. I knew something about the research that we're doing. I knew a lot about the research we were doing in EPSA in my department. But I have to say that when it came to the work of most of our faculty colleagues, the talents and life experiences of our exceptional students, and the indispensable roles that our hardworking and dedicated staff play in our success, the truth is, I'm still learning every day. Now, there are many things I enjoy about being the president of Teachers College, but what I like most is the opportunity and privilege to learn and to get to know all of you. And the more I've immersed myself in the life of the college, the more I've come to appreciate the depth and richness of the college's intellectual community, and to admire so many of the thousands of people who come through our doors every day, and of course the tens of thousands of alumni throughout the world. Indeed, this college abounds in innovative energy and individual excellence in teaching, practice, and service. Our faculty includes gifted teachers and mentors who inspire our talented students. Faculty research continually defines new directions in education, psychology, and health. And through our many powerful collaborations with practitioners and policymakers, we are translating our research into practice. Our faculty, if you remember from the quiz, collectively conduct more than $60 million in sponsored research, publish scores of books, hundreds of peer-reviewed articles and book chapters, earn dozens of high academic honors, including prestigious awards and election to membership and leadership of learned societies. To better capture our faculty's success and productivity, I'm happy to announce the Provost's office will be launching a new, improved, and more comprehensive faculty news and notes digital report featuring more graphics, information. This report will not only spotlight faculty accomplishments, but also include research grants awarded to the faculty. Thank you for putting that together. I'm also pleased to report the college continues to enroll diverse cohorts of accomplished students. Their talents, idealism, and dedication to their future professions and the advancement of the public good invigorate our faculty in their work. They include the developer of an education program to serve Native Americans with diabetes, who is enrolled in our diabetes education and management program. A Colombian jazz musician and music professor who is taking TC music education courses online so that he can immediately share the takeaways with his own students in Bogota. A 2018 Democratic nominee for the U.S. Senate, fortunately lost, but next time we'll win for sure, who is now a politics and education doctoral student. The founders of the state dance education organizations in Idaho and Tennessee, who are now members of our dance education doctoral program. An expert in artificial intelligence who is interested in using robots to help disabled people and is a master's candidate in the adult learning and leadership. And an inspiring New York City public school teacher who spent a summer teaching in Namibia and is now an Abby O'Neill Fellow. By so many critically important measures, the state of the college is exceptional. But I believe that TC could be stronger and better still, and that we must make it so if we want to reach the potential of our ability to contribute significantly to building a better world. Our challenge, in a nutshell, is this. Our excellence relies to a great degree on the initiative of individual faculty, staff, and students. In one way, that's great news. Talent, entrepreneurship, and the desire and drive to do great things are givens in our community. Individual innovation and creativity are in the DNA of Teachers College. But in other ways, the playing field isn't always level. New students, faculty, and staff arrive here with great potential to excel in their chosen fields, with excellence in many areas, but often with little experience in others. Our faculty are great researchers, and some are well-versed in the arts of collaboration, grant-getting, and partnerships with practitioners. But excellent research does not always require those other skills. Many faculty are wonderful teachers and mentors, but we all know that higher education does not do enough to prepare future faculty to excel in those roles. Indeed, many of our faculty members, certainly myself included, were trained when the technology of teaching and the characteristics of students were totally different than they are today. We can do more as a college to address these issues. I could make similar observations about our students and staff. Many of our students, but not all, thrive in their programs and go on to achieve their scholarly goal and career goals. Many of our staff, but not all, are positioned and supported for success in their jobs and for growth in their professional goals. In short, the college does not yet offer all of our faculty, students, and staff the structure of guidance, support, and incentives to learn and to use all the skills and practices they need to thrive. Now, I can't guarantee optimal success and career outcomes for every faculty member, for every matriculated student, and every member of the staff. But I know that each and every one here is capable of great things, or wouldn't be at Teachers College. And we consider it not only our obligation, but our privilege to invest in your future. I feel strongly about this. I've spent much of my career working with many others to bring a similar outlook to community colleges and other undergraduate institutions. 25 years ago, the goal of community colleges was to significantly expand access to higher education, and they have made great progress towards that goal. But access was not enough. Many students were unable to achieve their goals. The problem was that students, once they were enrolled, were often left on their own to figure out their goals and future pathways and to find the support and help they needed to succeed. We argued that the colleges needed to take responsibility for providing an educational structure and a framework of services that would ensure that everyone graduates with knowledge and skills needed to succeed in work and life. While I know the phrase "the new normal" sometimes has negative and even stress-inducing connotations, I want college-wide excellence for all to be our new normal. I know that we're all committed to the goal of college-wide excellence. We're not lacking in good intentions. So what do I think is missing? What's missing are stronger institutional systems to support all of our people, so no one's success is reduced to a matter of chance or to their personal persistence in digging out the help that they need. No one at TC should feel that they are being left to sink or swim on their own, because beyond a moral imperative, we all benefit when everyone swims and swims well. More to the point, we can only solve the world's greatest challenges by drawing on the broadest possible range of perspectives and deepest possible pool of experience and talent. Perhaps some of you are thinking, all right, Tom, college-wide excellence for all sounds like a nice, lofty goal. But what are you actually doing to achieve that goal? So what I'd like to do for the remainder of my time today is discuss some of our plans for making the many areas of excellence at TC the standard for all of the college. Academic planning. The central function of Teachers College is to deliver academic programs that meet the goals of our students. In many cases, we do a great job, but how can we improve? So one of my major priorities is to strengthen the management, delivery, quality, and effectiveness of all of our academic programs at the college. TC is a complex institution with 10 departments and about 50 individual programs. The complexity makes the college difficult to manage, since any initiative or policy or practice improvement needs to work through so many units. What does that mean for 60 of our 160 tenured and tenure-track faculty who also shoulder administrative responsibilities as academic managers? It means they have less time to engage in research, teaching, and mentoring. We have a simple goal: reduce the number of faculty managers and give the fewer dedicated faculty who remain and who are running programs and departments more autonomy, professional development, and support. This simplification will give us a structure through which we can encourage initiatives in student mentoring, teaching, program reform, diversification of curriculum, mentoring of junior faculty, and other measures. We want departments to be hubs of innovation and collaboration, working internally with other departments and with the provost to strengthen our teaching, research, and service. To achieve this, we have initiated a discussion with faculty about the organization of the college that is designed to reduce the number of departments and to group programs together in such a way as to maximize the chances for collaboration and consolidation. Now, I realize that this may cause some anxiety, but I want to emphasize that our goal is to reduce the number of faculty managers, not reduce the number of academic support staff. Now, consolidation will also enable us to ensure that programs with common or complementary interests, for example, in psychology or teacher education, are working together and seizing opportunities to create powerful synergies. I want to be clear on one point. I recognize the great success that many departments and programs have had under our current departmental structure. I want to build on that success. To use the publishing analogy, this is an edit, not a rewrite. And I'm confident that the final product will be much easier and more rewarding to read. Now, my next priority is to improve our research infrastructure. Funded research has many benefits. It brings resources to the college. It provides much-needed funding for students. It gives rich professional experiences to faculty and particularly to students. It facilitates fieldwork, lab creation, professional development through enhanced participation in conferences and meetings. It increases our impact on our fields and impels us to work to convince others that our work is worthwhile. And last but not least, research funding per faculty member is also an important element of the Ed School ranking system. Now, we already have a large volume of funded research, but Provost Rowley and I think that we can increase that amount significantly. Only about half of our faculty secure outside funding. Overall, a small group of centers, institutes, and individual researchers accounts for a very significant proportion of the annual sponsored research awards. This is why we've spent the past several months laying the groundwork for a research infrastructure initiative that will change this picture. The primary focus of this initiative is to provide faculty with the support that they need both to find funding and to administer their grants when they win. I'm pleased to report that we have already instituted provostial support for grant writing, for grant coaching, through a program where faculty are able to hire a grant writing professional to walk them through each step of effective grant writing. We have also established a grant repository, a kind of internal What's Work clearinghouse, that gives new and experienced grant writers alike access to examples of successful grant proposals from colleagues. A new provostial research advisory team will be assembled in January to help to further delineate the needs of faculty and increase interdisciplinary research projects. But these measures are only the beginning. We are initiating a national search for a tenured academic who can serve as a vice president for research, vice provost for research. It will be that person's primary responsibility to strengthen our research infrastructure and increase our research funding. Now, strengthening student pathways. Exceptional graduate and professional students from all over the world already come to Teachers College for the opportunity to study and work with our outstanding faculty. Strengthening our academic programs and bolstering our research profile will make TC more attractive to an even larger pool of prospective students. But there's more we need to do to ensure that our admitted students enroll here, thrive here, and achieve their research and career goals. We're starting by working to increase the amount of financial student support and to make financial aid more effective and transparent. Over the past 12 years, we have tripled the amount of financial aid awarded each year. Student financial aid remains a priority for our fundraising efforts, which will allow us to offer more generous packages to admitted students. The Provost Raleigh has also started a fellowship task force designed to develop policies and practices to help students apply for and win outside fellowships from Spencer, ARA, NSF, and other sources. We also must be transparent about the terms of our financial aid packages. When students receive an offer to admission to TC, they should know up front how much aid is being offered to them to fulfill their degree requirements, not just for the first year, as has often been the practice in the past. As we make TC more competitive for the strongest students, we also need to create clearer, better supported career pathways for them to become great future scholars, practitioners, and leaders in education, psychology, and health. To that end, we are doing two things. First, we have relocated most of our student affairs offices and personnel to the first floor of Thorndike, or Thorndike 1, as we call it, with plans for creating a student community hub. And second, we are working to transform the career services for an office that primarily has offered tactical assistance to current students into a comprehensive full-service operation that not only helps all of our students chart and pursue pathways to rewarding work and careers, but also connects them to our alumni network as a recruiting and mentoring resource. We already have begun a nationwide search for an experienced, innovative, and accomplished professional development and career education professional with a proven track record. Digital innovation and the library. Many of you are aware that there is lots going on in our libraries, and indeed our next priority is to make our libraries a more accessible and effective asset for teaching and learning, and to turn the 4th and 5th floors of Russell Hall into dynamic center for digital pedagogy and research. One of our true crown jewels of Teachers College is our Gottesman Library. The library is an exceptional facility with cutting-edge resources, a staff of highly talented professionals, and the phenomenal multimedia teaching and learning capabilities of the Smith Learning Theater. It is also a popular place to engage in group and individual study. Our goals are to make the library even more useful and relevant for everyone at TC. So our provost is working with faculty and library staff to develop a vision of improved service in which everyone who enters those floors should be able to get what they need, whether it ultimately comes from our own shelves, our own services, or across the street at Columbia or elsewhere in the city. The Smith Learning Theater and the Ed Lab have been deployed in good effect in many instances. For example, the Smith Learning Theater has hosted a steady stream of innovative activities, including the recent STEAMnasium program that showcased digital pedagogic tools to an audience of teachers, parents, and students. EdLab has achieved notable successes with projects that contribute to the advancement of education writ large, such as a virtual multimedia hub for TC's Teaching the Levees curriculum about Hurricane Katrina. But those only scratch the surface of TC's involvement and potential with new technology. Indeed, we have many classes, labs, and faculty projects that develop and use technology resources in teaching and learning. We are developing a center that will be located in Russell that will bring together and help coordinate and publicize this multitude of activities and technological assets. This center will include the functions and staff of the Office of Digital Learning. This will be a resource for faculty and students who want to learn how to use technology in their teaching, but this center will also carry out research that will determine the most effective practices to digital and technological-based instruction. We will be announcing concrete proposals both for the library as well as for our Center for Digital Pedagogy in the next 2 months, so please stay tuned. Staff professional development. Next, we are working to make excellence for all a reality that serves and benefits our dedicated TC staff. It's an old analogy, but this organization is definitely a three-legged stool, with faculty, students, and staff as the 3 legs. Take any of them away and the stool collapses. For TC to flourish, we need our staff employees to have the support that they need and to enjoy opportunities for professional growth and development that enable them to flourish. To that end, under the leadership of Joanne Williams, our relatively new Vice President for Finance and Administration, Lisa Seals, our even newer Associate Vice President for Human Resources, will be rethinking our system for promoting wellness and supporting training and professional development. We are looking to create more career-related development opportunities. I'm especially happy to announce that we will change our practice on the taxation of tuition remission for courses taken at TC. The taxation of those benefits significantly reduces their value, so starting in January, any coursework at TC that is demonstrably related to an employee's job will no longer be treated as taxable income. All right. Well, it shows you all those big ideas, and that's the one that gets the applause. All right. All right, so Vice President Williams is also working on several systems reforms designed to make our lives easier and our work more effective. This one might work too. These include new budgeting model that will give us a better sense of how we use our resources and how we should plan for the future, and simplification of some of our favorite administrative systems such as PageUp and Chrome River. All right. Okay, I know how to write this speech next year. All right, so finally, in terms of promoting academic excellence and providing thoughtful institutional support for individual and collective achievement, we must continue to work towards ensuring that everyone who works here, or studies here, or walks through our doors feels safe, respected, and warmly welcomed to our community. In short, our commitment to our sense of community, to diversity, equity, and inclusion is one of our highest priorities. To be sure, the college has made great progress, especially over the past 2 decades, in creating a more inclusive and equitable environment and more diverse community. This work, the work of several key committees and task forces on diversity, community, race, and culture, brought about significant changes that have strengthened the college, including notably the establishment of what is now the Office of the Vice President for Diversity and Community Affairs, led by Janice Robinson. But we have achieved greater diversity in student enrollment and in employment and promotion for faculty and staff, but we still have much to do. For students, to that end, we are introducing a Teachers College Diversity Scholarship to help attract students from historically underrepresented groups and low-income students. Furthermore, in the coming weeks and months, the Provost and I will announce new initiatives that will focus on encouraging robust, mutually respectful dialogue, on diversifying the curriculum, and on improving inclusive teaching and mentoring practices, and on creating a harassment-free and bias-free institution. I hope that all of you will join me in making Teachers College the best version of itself by becoming a better and more inclusive community. Now, as Teachers College President, I have many reasons for being thankful to all of you. I'm thankful for the support and encouragement, and particularly for your friendly greetings. I'm thankful for your ideas and honest, and I mean it, critical feedback that you've shared, and I plan to create more opportunities for you to continue doing so. I'm especially thankful to have been joined in the last several months by 2 exceptional partners who are playing crucial roles in all of the work I've discussed today. Our new Vice President for Finance and Administration, Joanne Williams, in our new, okay? And our new provost, dean of the college, and vice president for academic affairs, Stephanie Rowley. Getting through all of that title is quite an achievement, isn't it, right? So as all of you continue getting to know Joanne and Stephanie, you will see how fortunate we all are to have them at TC. But if I had to choose a word that captures what I am most thankful for, it would be dedication, meaning your unwavering dedication to Teachers College. I recognize that change can be difficult and even unsettling. Yet you have remained focused on your work, reflecting your dedication to creating a stronger TC, a better future for everyone. And for that, I will always be grateful. Thank you.